is or are what?
Wow.
Just read one of them.
I'm gonna restart this question.
Hey everybody, it's MIC again. We just really want to appreciate the 3 years you've been supporting us. We really thank you so much. We got your questions right here. We're gonna do our Q&A. Let's just begin. Let's get it. Let's get
I'm
it.
so excited, guys.
You're excited? You're excited. Let's
Questions,
go.
okay.
Question number 1. Ding 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 ding.
Are all your members Christian?
Oh, that's a good question.
Very good question. Yes,
maybe.
we are.
What maybe? Oh, come on.
Next question. Do you hold auditions for others to join your group?
Well, you know what? We don't have per se an audition for our dance group, but we do have interviews.
Okay. How did you guys start?
How do you start?
Long ago, in a city far away. Well, actually, we started informally in 2011. We had this one performance at a Mission Festival in Rochester, New York, and Livingstone was friends with Daniel and became friends with me, and he was like, hey, look, we put in an audition, we got selected, we're gonna do a worship dance. Who knew this is where we're gonna end up?
8 years later, do you spend some time in devotions, preaching, worship together during practice?
Good question. I like that question.
Well, so I'm Phil. I've been in MIC for just about a month. But from what I've experienced during our practices, we do value our bonding between members. So we do spend time together apart from our projects in worship and in prayer for our team and for our projects. And then we kind of jump in.
Right on.
Do you have any plan to perform in other countries? Sorry, there was like a little typo, but I guess it meant in other countries than Canada.
Okay.
In this coming summer, me, Daniel, and DJ gonna do some worship dance in Paris. There's like a small conference. We got invited, so we're gonna do like a couple of worship dance.
Stay tuned. So
It's probably gonna happen. So
yeah.
stay tuned.
So yes, so we do have
all I should
plans.
say, yes. What or who is or are what?
Just read one of them.
I'm gonna restart this question. What are your inspirations in doing these dances?
It's quite simple. We have to say it's the Trinity, but also, we would like to go back in the Bible and just remember what King David did. He didn't care what people thought about him or who was watching him. He still praised God. He danced for him and rejoiced, and there we go. We got inspired to do so.
Right. I think King David being a man after God's heart, and also for us, heart of worship.
Yes.
That's the one thing drives us, really.
What do you do to keep going deeper in your faith? Ooh.
I think at least one of the important aspects of MIC is our prayer meetings. Our prayer meetings become fellowship.
And recently we just started having seminars with local pastors
Yes.
to really learn about what it's like,
That was
like to worship.
Yeah,
What does the heart of our worship look like? How do we lead? How do we make worship dance a mission?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. In your performances, do you tell a story through multiple dance pieces? I guess so far it's been kind of like one set. And that's actually a great suggestion. So
Thank you for the idea.
thank you for this question. Where do you perform?
Ooh, don't go. Where do we perform usually?
Well, sometimes we have events in Montreal, so we sometimes go to church to perform. And the last time we performed was during a city mission where we went to Chondoe.
Evangelize.
A lot of different places we go. It's not like set to one church or one space. It's kind of like wherever we can serve. We're like kind of open to anything. Like we did dance workshops to street festival. We went to conferences. So I guess it's really not limited to.
Yeah.
There's no constraints to where we can worship.
Tell me some brief history about the difficulties you face. So a little background, like as you probably know, we all either students or we working professional, so like that's full time. And then on top of that, we also all have church and other commitments.
Difficult thing I think for now was the time. It's really hard to set a time where we were all available.
What ignited your passion for Christ?
I think like for me, I wanted to be more adventurous with my faith because like I always found myself kind of stuck in my church and not really talking about my faith or being more expressive about my faith. And I feel like I thought through MAC I'll be able to be more adventurous and be more sharing of what I believe in.
I'm actually reminded of Brian Johnson's words where he says, "Consider it blessed when God becomes your only option." And I think it's in moments like those when God really becomes your only option that your passion for Christ really ignites, and that starts the fire.
Again, thank you so much. We didn't really have a time to sit down and answer questions, so we apologize for that. But I guess starting from now, once in a while we'll try to do this more often.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I agree.
Keep them coming.
Ask the questions.